Releasing busyness with true unity. We've all been there. Our planners are overflowing. We have a lot of goals. We feel like we don't have any time for ourselves. And then sometimes we feel like all the important stuff is not happening. And that is a horrible feeling. And if you notice that in your life, this is the video for you. If you haven't done any of these True Unity videos before, simply follow along with the steps or check out True Unity Introduces to learn more about this technique. So yeah, we all been there. We are busy, and sometimes we're distracting ourselves from feelings that we're having that we don't want to acknowledge, or we're distracting ourselves from important steps that we need to do. And as long as we stay busy, we have a good and reasonable excuse not to do them. If you notice fear of the next step, check out Releasing Fear of the Next Step. But first, we need to reduce this feeling of busyness. So take on this feeling of busyness that you notice and step together with me with freedom. I step into freedom. And breathing in and out, just free yourself from this feeling of busyness. You might feel a frustration in your jawline and you might feel this is ridiculous because you have a lot to do, so how can you free yourself? You might feel a kind of more breathing feeling in the chest area as you just give yourself some space to be. I love the saying, nature never hurries, yet everything gets done. We can make our lives as busy as we want to. In just 30 seconds, you can think of more things that you can do in your life than in your whole life. You just start with going to the moon, and there you go. That's a lifetime commitment. So this is very normal that our head thinks of all these things. But once we free ourselves from this feeling, then we can do the most important step in releasing busyness. And that is actually learning to prioritize what we care about and what we don't. Because a lot of busyness is busy work. It's the kind of things that we don't really need in our lives, but when we do it, we kind of feel like, oh, I've been doing things, and we can actually feel accomplished by doing that busy work that feels safe, that feels like something we can easily do, and we let go of all the important things that might have some risks or emotional commitments that we don't feel ready for. So the second thing to do after we free ourselves of the feeling of busyness is to take a step into actually prioritizing. I prioritize what matters to me. And breathing in and out, just feel for yourself what matters to you. You can find a very strong downwards flow as when we start to prioritize, we start first priority to feel our body. You might notice that you need to rest more, you need to relax more, you need to balance what you do with what you don't and create more space for yourself. This is also the space where you might notice that you let go of some things that aren't actually your responsibility, but that you have been busy with, like helping other people, being in charge of things that aren't really your job. This is where you reprioritize. And just breathing in and out allowed inspiration to come of things that you notice that you really don't care about anymore. And just simply let them go so you can move forward in a healthy rhythm. So this is the next step. I move forward in a healthy rhythm. And just breathing in and out, this is the emotional space, the gentleness that you need to reprioritize your life, to look at all your tasks, to look at the balance you have been creating, and to see where you've been off, where you might have to ditch some projects, or where you have to reconsider if it's worth it to you. I highly recommend that you repeat this exercise if you are not completely calm and happy and ready to reflect and prioritize your future in a way that's right for you. And if you feel that's very difficult because you're dealing with guilt trips or you cannot really find what core of things matter to you, of course, you can ask me for a free intake. And if you love doing this exercise, don't forget, subscribe to the channel.